Hey, welcome to the Days of Green. I am Andrew.
And I'm Christine. It's good to see everybody again this afternoon. We finally get to play earlier in the day. So hopefully we'll be a little bit more awake. Haha. You got your coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, we get to do something different today as well. We're going to be playing Zira's Revenge, essentially.
Yeah, Zira's Revenge. I think it's your revenge.
Yeah, so I get to play the monsters this time around.
So you gotta grab Quandos.
And Andrew here is going to playing Quando.
Yeah.
So we're kind of building his character, fleshing it out a little bit more. So once our normal game resumes, we'll have a better idea on how to play him to the best of his abilities. And it seemed like you were having a lot of fun building a character sheet for him.
I was, but it's always a challenge. Is there like areas where I kind of missed? I'm gonna go switch it over real quick.
There we are.
Okay. Yep. Hey guys, welcome. So let me change out the music. I'm all like doing everything. It was pretty fun. I really enjoyed it. It was the first time I actually made a character, and so let's see if that's a little bit more calmer. Okay, this was the first time I actually made a character in depth.
Yes.
In depth wise and stuff. I made characters in the past, but I mainly play as a GM, so I don't in the world of DC20. I don't ever get the chance to really kind of go into it. And this is the first time actually trying it out for DC20, is building this character in here. And I had fun with it because I really wanted to keep like Qwando's abilities and stuff. I mean, they overclicked me. I wanted to keep a lot of his abilities and stuff. I like the fact that he has like grappling hooks and that he utilizes them a lot. I didn't want him just to be running around with a sword or something. So yeah, I was kind of curious. I went through it and kind of had fun with it. So yeah, he's
like telling me, oh, I can do all these cool things. If I do this, then I can do this. And I can.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's wonderful. I think that's going to be fantastic when he's back with Zira. Like, I love that.
We'll see. We'll see if it carries over. Yeah, so basically what I did was for weapons, I did not do any weapons listed in the DC20 book. I actually did a grappling hook, and I have 3 and 3. 3 melee range ones and 3 ranged ones. So it's kind of a different kind of play. I know that because I am a champion, I get 3 and 3. I can get 3 melee weapons and 3 ranged weapons. And so I was kind of curious to try that out. I'm also curious to actually add, I didn't get to do it this time, but I wanted to add like chains to it. So the rope might be a silent weapon, but the chains might be an obviously not silent weapon.
Heavy weapon.
But it would be harder for you to break because I'm afraid you're just gonna cut my ropes every single. You know what I mean? Like there's a save for you to have to beat to cut through the ropes and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know how much we'll be dealing with that today. So I picked 3 different monsters with ascending levels.
Yep.
And I really didn't do anything too crazy, I don't think. For me, my goal is more to maybe allow you to try out some of your different abilities. So we can kind of get the feel for Quandos. I mean, my goal is to have you get to that 3rd level monster. More or less in a halfway decent piece.
Yeah, we'll see.
After that, then, it's anybody's game. But yeah, I'm hoping to like allow you to kind of feel the full range of your abilities with the close attacks as well as the long range and whatnot. So we'll kind of see how that goes. I have not had a lot of experience with choosing monsters, and I am very thankful for the resources that are out there. But yeah,
Yeah,
You're really
looking forward
good.
to. Yeah, I usually like creating my own. I
Yeah.
don't know if you're that type of
No, I'm not.
person that likes to make yours.
I like to have the stats. I like to have them in front of me, and I like to have it all in the right
Yeah,
order.
we have some DC20 community has some and stuff, and then we have
Mhm.
some of the base. But yeah, we're waiting. Some of us are waiting
Yes.
for some things. Yeah. So and don't hold back. This is
Mhm.
your chance to
Oh no, like I
serve it up to
said,
me.
yeah, no, I mean I'll play them to their abilities.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
but I didn't like purposely go for things that had like crazy over the top things that you'd have to really be dancing on your toes. We'll save that for next week.
Mm-hmm.
I'll throw some doozies at you next week, maybe. Are we doing this again with Quando, do you think, or are we gonna play with
We'll
Toggle next
probably
week?
be doing this again with Quando, but we might go over to Toggle. I'm curious to figure out how he will play out
Mm-hmm.
if we go into it a little bit, because he's basically a berserker, right? So
Right, right.
he's gonna, and then he uses a lot of his health. Like, so what I originally planned for him was Toggle takes damage, and when he gets down to a certain level, he all of a sudden just fumes up, and his body grows in size, and then he has another amount of health.
Incredible Hulk style.
So yep, and then when he gets knocked down even more, then he then goes to his max, and he's a bigger size, and then he's able to do a
Mm.
lot more damage and do a lot more things and stuff. So, but he's
Yes.
uncontrollable. So,
Mm-hmm. So
um,
we got Incredible Hulk meets Chopper.
yeah,
Yeah, thankfully he's on our side, but yeah, when he's maxed out, there's you just stay out of his way.
yep. And shout out
Point.
to the Shield Rest guys for allowing me to join them on their gameplay. I had a lot of fun. So
Yeah, that's out on YouTube now, I
yeah,
believe,
it is
right?
out on YouTube. Yep. So
Yeah, yeah.
I had a quick end. I shouldn't say a quick end, but I was ready. It was tough because Venom was built to get in there and just hit and stuff. And so I was like, okay, well, if my party's moving, I better move in too. So
Yep.
I got some good, I got some good damage on me. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was taken down quickly. They targeted me.
Well, I mean, you were right up in Thor's face, so
I know.
what do you expect?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's fun, very fun concept. Having
Hmm.
the Marvel characters basically in a head-to-head arena battle. Uh, I could see more of those happening in the future for sure.
Yep. So, other things we're gonna go through real quick before we actually get into our gameplay where my wife kills me. We're gonna go ahead and talk about our paranoia gameplay. Join us this
Saturday,
Saturday, yes,
yes,
at 1 o'clock. Oh my gosh, there's so many things that I've put together. I've been working on and doing for it,
yes, we
and
are all really excited for it. So Saturday at one
yes, paranoia.
o'clock,
We'll be running
our
skill
time.
challenges through it. We'll be running DC20 mechanic styles, not the combat style, but more of just the skill challenges, so that we
Mm-hmm.
can continually run through, contribute, put toward our gameplay. You can do that through the RPGs versus 80 versus right
Yeah,
RPGs
yeah,
versus 80.
yeah. We'll
And
have links
we'll
for
have a
it.
link down here on our video as well. Contribute anything, doesn't matter what you contribute. You can
Mm-hmm.
contribute and do things to the game. It's a really fun gameplay. If you find imperfections in the world and that things are not right, you know what I mean. That like I was telling my wife earlier today where I went to a place. We won't name the name of this place, but I do the work, and there's a lot of oddities and stuff of what you have to go through to get into this place, and it's like it should be a simple process, but that is more complex because of the you know place that I'm going
Yes.
to. So it's kind of a similar in ways. Alpha Complex is that it's very imperfect, and you can tell, but you have to pretend that it is perfect because, or else you'll be terminated. So
Yep, exactly. And don't forget, if you donate certain amounts, you get
free T-shirt, yeah.
free
If
shirt.
you the first 5 will get a
First
Toggle
5 at
T-shirt and
20
stuff.
or more,
The
and then
Days of Green,
anybody who donates $100 or more.
or if some, yep, exactly,
So
yeah,
yeah, first 5 at 20 or more, which I think we've already got 2 in. So there's 3 slots open for
yep.
that. And then yeah, anybody $100 or more will get a free shirt. You can either do the toggle or
I
the
think we have the Days of
original.
Green, yeah,
Yeah,
with all of our
or
friends and
original
stuff,
shirt.
which we will be getting more of our group plays going. So in
Yes.
time,
I know June's gonna be kind of sketchy too, like back and
yep.
forth, just because I shouldn't say sketchy, like patchy. I think a lot of people are kind of in and out of town, unfortunately. But we will be, yes, bringing back our Friday gameplay and
Yeah.
going crazy with
Actually following
all
into
the
a
team.
story and actually having characters within the DC20, the fantasy world and stuff. So,
Yes.
yeah.
I'm excited to get back to that
Yeah,
too.
I am
Not that
too.
I don't have a blast with you, but what can I say? Twig is fun.
Yeah, I think we play better a lot of times. Well, I shouldn't say we play better. I enjoy it. There's parts of this gameplay that I enjoy. I enjoy the depth of it. I enjoy being able to build the worlds.
Mm.
I enjoy being able to kind of communicate with you and say things and not always get like a jokey
Yeah.
return. um, but I also enjoy group gameplays and stuff where we can, it lightens up the mood. It allows me to sit back a little bit.
Well, you've got the full rounded
Yeah.
nature of it. You've got the more serious players, and then you've got those who, just bring the entertainment value to it.
Yeah.
And all of us working together, it usually makes for a pretty interesting session.
Doesn't help that they're a bard too. They're always a bard.
They're always, well, of course, they're theatrical. They have to be.
Hey, if you guys want to put on your, let me see if I can do that. Yep, there we go. Put on, comment in here. Please comment. Please comment. Let us know who's what does your goofy player play? Do they play a bard or do they play something else?
Yes, let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
We're gonna make a poll here.
We're gonna see who's, yeah,
who tends to be the goofiest player.
at the table.
They're either the bard or the barbarian.
Yeah,
I feel like.
Bard or Barbarian. I'm trying to think of the other players that I've... goofy players, because I only have one goofy player.
Yeah, but you're a goofy player, so I guess
I'm a goofy player, but I play Wizard because I'm a jerk. I'm like, yeah. They're like, that's going to hit the majority of your guys. Like, yeah, I don't care. Just go for it. Let's just do this. We need to get him. So I have no sadness toward my other friends.
Oh, no. You really don't. You're just like, yeah. Okay.
Last but not least, follow the link if you do not know about DC20. We have it down below as well. You can follow it to get your own version of it. The PDF, we're at 0.9.5. And once you purchase that, you will continually get the updates on it and stuff. They'll send it over towards you. So yeah, go follow that along and stuff. We've enjoyed playing it. I enjoy it because here are my actions. I have 4 actions. I can use those 4 actions to do things. Attack, 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 attack. Attack, run, whatever. You know what I mean? It's simple. It's not confusing.
Boost up your attack.
Like,
you can give yourself
do
advantage.
I still have a second action? Do I still have a second, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Turn? How does this work?
Like, wait, can I use it?
Yeah. So it's very cut and dry, pretty simple. And then I have these actions, but I also have stamina to spend on maneuvers to strengthen up those attacks or other things. So
yeah. No, it is. I mean, anybody who likes playing D&D, it's a very simple transition. I mean, there's a little bit of an adjustment period, of course, but it makes it so much easier. I mean, you need 1 die.
Yep.
Like, for pretty much anything. You might use 2 if you have a help die, but I mean, it's a DC20 die. Yeah, that's it,
Yep.
or your D20 die, like, and you either succeed or you fail.
Yeah.
And you can succeed by certain amounts and get extra.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't have to roll, 10d6 to roll your damage. It's like you do whatever amount of damage your base weapon has, plus if you have 5 or 10 successes or over your success, then you deal extra damage.
You get to deal extra damage, yeah. And so you get to control what you do. You know what I mean? What I like too about it is that you get to control what you're doing. If you're attacking and stuff, you want to bump up that attack to make sure it hits. You know what I mean? If you're casting a spell, you want to bump up that spell to make it hit. So you're using your actual actions to make that one stronger. So you're going to hit that person really good with that attack. So
unless you have really crappy dice, which sometimes we have triple advantage and it still doesn't hit.
It could work. And also we are using 2-minute tabletop maps. I love utilizing them. They're really clean and nice. And we also use Encounters Plus. We love Encounters Plus. For anybody who doesn't know how to play D&D, DC20, I'm trying to make it very simple. We roll the dice from 1 through 20. However well she does, I do, that will then create the story. Okay, so usually I would do it is, let me see if I can remember. I had a way of 20 is obviously you do good plus you do something great. 15 is all right. I think it was like story-wise, narrative-wise. Oh, I can't remember my old term of what I would do. But everything above 5 is always good. You know, you would succeed, but not the way maybe you want it to.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And if you have a natural one, you just face plant.
So basically, for those who don't know how to play DC20 or D&D, we roll the dice, we see what happens. Okay, so if it's a high roll, good things happen. If it's a low roll, bad things happen. And yeah, we basically run a character, and we have abilities that we use to attack and everything. So yeah, try to get more into it. I'm trying to like describe more so that for those people who don't know how to play or have never played before and stuff. Because yeah, we want to reach the people.
Yes. It's a lot of fun. It
Awesome.
really is. Play with family, play with friends. You can play online, play in person. We have a noob. We got to get you guys over here one of these days and play with us. I think that you'd have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep. Welcome, Alista.
Mm-hmm. She's one of our top supporters.
Yeah.
We love her.
Thanks for joining us.
Alrighty.
Cool.
So
let me go ahead and say a quick reading.
Okay.
Okay. This is from Philippians 1:9. And this is my prayer, that your love may abound more and more in knowledge and depth and insight, so that you may be able to discern what is best and may be pure and blameless from the day of Christ. Cool.
Amen.
Okay, let's go ahead and go into our game. Oh, jeez.
Right. I'm not as good of a storyteller as you, but suddenly from all around you, you are surrounded completely by all these things. Yeah.
Okay.
So Quando is in the forest. There have been tales of a large creature that has been attacking the local villages. And you have been hired to go out and take care of it. There has been sightings nearby.
Okay.
And you have been trying to follow a trail somewhat. There hasn't been anything too clear cut. But from what you understand, you can't miss it. So once you see it, you know, right.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been terrorizing the villagers. People have been going missing. So like, hey, we need to get this thing taken care of, essentially. So.
Yeah, Quando was kind of just like gruffing and just like, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And he kind of just, he's like, you said something about some kind of creature. He's like, what are you paying? Food?
Well, yes. I suppose we could give you food. We do have 10 gold that we are willing to offer.
And then he's like, I'll take it.
Oh, okay. Yes. There is some kind of large creature. We hear it in the evening hours, right before the sun goes down. It is the sound of thunder. And whenever we hear the noise, someone always disappears.
He kind of like looks to like hear if he hears the noise.
It is dead quiet. Barely the sound of any insects and birds. It's about, I'd say mid-afternoon at this point. There's still plenty of daylight out. You know that you've got time to kind of get a little deeper into the forest to maybe try to hunt this thing before it comes out and is hunting. Right?
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and travel as far as I can and stuff confidently. I have my ropes wrapped around my shoulders. I have some around the sides and stuff. And I have somewhat of a side armor-esque, and then I'm ready to go. I'm going out there.
You were warned that the woods are full of many different dangerous creatures, some that are very unseemly.
Okay.
But just to watch your step, be respectful of all the trees, that kind of thing, right?
I don't pay attention.
She's like, she's talking, and you must be careful because there are everything is alive
like sniffing
out there,
food maybe in the tavern.
and like she turns around and you're just like gone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just the way I point.
Yes, most of the villagers were...
All right, I shouldn't be
Oh,
very long then.
okay, thank you. Are you sure that you don't need a guide? You're already out the door. You are
Yeah, I've
gone.
already
You're
got.
thinking about dinner.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because you
Yeah, I
could
want to be back before
smell...
dinner.
Yes, you could smell... Like, we have
That's what I care
these
about.
juicy, beautiful golden birds that
Yeah.
have been on this rotisserie spit. And you just know that by the time you get back, they are going to be cooked to the most tender perfection.
Yeah, I gotta hurry.
Yes. As this is the
I'm
local
like,
tavern.
as I'm
This is what
talking
they
to her, I'm
serve.
kind of like, come on, I don't go.
So with the thoughts of these juicy meats and good ale running through your mind as she is hurriedly trying to follow you out the door to give you final warnings, you are hearing none of it. You are now in the woods, traveling.
Cool. That was a good idea or no? I'm trying to see if I have any skills in what's. I don't have skills in awareness. Oh no, I do have awareness. I'm gonna be smart. I mean, I'm not that dumb. I'm gonna go ahead and roll for my awareness. I have a +5 to my awareness, so that would be a
10.
Yeah, there it is, right there. Maybe let's get it started. I'm
You don't see much.
twirling my grappling hook.
There is evidence that, villagers have been through this way. There seems to be a fairly narrow path that kind of winds through the trees.
Yeah.
But there doesn't seem to be any specific reason why the path is so narrow. There is plenty of room between the trees. It just seems like this is the way everybody trods.
Gotcha.
No specific reasoning of avoidance. It's a normal looking wood. Lot of like low shrubs and then the tall trees. But nothing too crazy. You don't see anything that you would immediately think is dangerous.
I'm looking for anything that's dangerous, and I don't see anything that's dangerous, so I
No.
continue on.
Yeah. As you are continuing down this path, you notice that it's getting a little bit quieter.
Yep.
Nothing too suspicious yet, but it just seems like there are maybe fewer birdsong. And the lower foliage is a little bit thicker.
Okay.
As you are walking down this path, there's an area where there seems to be somewhat of like a fallen tree across.
Yep.
It would be easy enough to clear.
I have to climb. Could I climb over the tree?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Very
Okay.
easily.
I'm gonna put my grappling hooks, tighten them around me and stuff. Originally, I had them like kind of tightened in my hand and stuff just in case, but I've put them up on, and then I'm gonna go ahead and try to do an acrobatic, so I'll climb.
You don't even have to roll for it. It's not. It seemed like a smaller tree that had fallen.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy. I mean, you have to use your hands to kind of hoist yourself up a little bit, but there's plenty of footholds, handholds for you to up and over, no problem.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and look and see once again awareness to try to see if I can find somewhere of a higher ground, so I can take a look around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I got to roll for that. That's another 10. I'll zoom out if you need me to zoom out.
I mean, trees all around. Again, you could easily climb one. They're sort of not quite evergreen. Trying to think what would be a good type of tree. Maybe kind of like an oaky tree.
Okay.
Right? Not super thick foliage.
Yep.
Lower down, you would be able to climb a tree without too much trouble.
Okay. I hoist myself up as far as I feel comfortable and stuff. I know that is, like you said, it is quiet. I'm probably making the most noise.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're definitely making the most noise. And I mean, you can still hear birds kind of more in the distance. it's not that eerie quiet that you would expect with a predator around.
I am up in the tree and I'm looking through and I'm trying to see for any noticeable movements or anything that kind of pops up. I didn't really ask for a description, did I, on this
No.
creature? I kind of just rushed it.
Well, they don't know
They
really
don't
what it
know
looks like. They
exactly
just
what it.
know that there's usually a really loud kind of roaring sound.
Okay, gosh.
And this happens, like I said, right around sunset, kind of twilighty era.
I'm gonna
Um,
look at where is the sun of the sky?
the sun is slowly dipping towards the horizon.
I
Um,
think what I'll do is I'll wait here until the sun goes to where it needs to be. Hopefully, I'll have a good
okay.
advantage of this thing.
Yes, well, you don't see much. You do notice a little further ways in the distance, there seems to be an area where maybe the trees are not quite as lush.
Okay.
Almost as if like the leaves have been kind of stripped a little bit more from the trees.
Okay.
And it's a good distance away still.
Okay. I have a good spot here. I start climbing down the tree, and I'm
Okay.
gonna make my way over
I'm
that
gonna
direction.
have you roll an awareness check as you're coming down the tree as well.
Okay. Let's do this. Come on. There we go. I don't know how good that is. It's an 8.
You think you see some subtle movement in the corner of your eye.
Like I said, guys, if first time players, I rolled a bad roll. It's somewhat good. It's not that good.
It's really not. Yeah.
And she's about to.
You would have to roll pretty high.
Yeah.
Which you did not. Anyway, you think that you see like a little flicker of movement in the corner of your eye. But when you go to turn and look, all you can see is the low growing shrubbery kind of around and moving gently in the wind.
Okay. I continue down the path or down the trail.
As you go to continue down the trail, something catches your leggings.
Okay.
You look down, and it seems like you have been caught on a branch.
I get one of my hooks and stuff, and I drop it down to the ground, and I hook it into the roots, and I go to rip to pull it up off my feet.
That's quite excessive.
Must have stepped wrong. And I'll just go ahead and just roll for a athletics. Or what do you want? What do you want me to do?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll me a martial check, actually.
Martial check. Okay, cool. So a martial check is going to be either my acrobatics or my.
No, you should have a martial.
Yeah, you're right. Or actually, I think they're getting rid of the martial, possibly.
Yet. Right.
Acrobatics or athletics. So that's gonna be a 2 + 3, so that's a 5. Something about them 5s. You know what? Actually, like whenever I played cards, my number 1 card was 5.
Was it?
I would always,
What's your lucky number?
whenever I play Texas Hold'em, like if I saw a 5, I'd be like, "Yep, I'm going all in on that one." It was like my lucky one.
Well, with that 5, you actually beat.
I actually beat his roll. Wow.
As you go to pull up the roots of this thing, you hear a sharp, high-pitched scream, and this small creature is at the end of this grappling hook. And it had been grabbing your leg, trying to entangle you. Go ahead and roll for initiative.
Yes, I can do that. Let me go ahead and move your character. Where do you want to be?
Well, that one's right on top of you, pretty much. Like you just like pull him up out of the ground. And he's like,
yeah. Not hide that one, and then there we go.
Go ahead and put 2 more on the other side of the path for me.
Yeah, let's go ahead and copy him on the other side of the path right here.
Yeah, kind of like surrounding you in the tree areas there.
This and this and this. Ah, no. Cool. Okay, I'll go ahead and roll for initiative. So initiative is basically whenever we start a battle, I have to roll my dice and I have to beat her, not roll. So I'll go ahead and roll. And Quando, he's like the champion. He has an ability where he gets a advantage on initiatives. So I get to roll 2 times, and I get to take the higher number. So let's go ahead and do that.
I forget, are we adding things anymore or no?
So you can set a DC if you want that I have to beat, or you can just roll.
I rolled.
Gotcha.
But do we add?
You're gonna go ahead and add your. I think it was your CM Combat Mastery. Let's
Did he attack
might. I think let's do attack check. Yeah, let's just do that for now.
Okay. Yeah, there have been quite a few updates and changes and stuff throughout the building of the DC20 rules. So trying to keep up with what's what is not my strong suit. Yep. So I do ask for forgiveness on that. But yeah, okay. So what did you roll?
I rolled a. What is that? What am I bonusing on that? We'll put it at a attack check. That's going to be a 24.
Okay, yeah, you definitely are rocking it. So you get to go first.
Cool. Well, I don't like this guy that's like right below me. I want to squash him. He's small. How big is he?
He's small.
He's small. Yeah. Okay, so it's 2 sizes smaller than me because I'm large. Gosh.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
That's right. Large. You've got that ability that makes you 1 size larger than what you actually are.
Okay, so for those that are learning how to play the game, I got 4 actions. 1, 2, 3, 4 actions to spend, and I have stamina. So I'm going to go ahead and just swing at this creature with my grappling hook and just throw it down and hook him. Attack. I'm going to go ahead and boost it with my power attack maneuver. So it's going to increase the damage. And then, you know what? Let's go ahead and do a capture. And then a throw. Let's see how this goes.
As you fail your first roll.
I know. That's going to be a 15. Sorry.
Yes, you. That's actually going to be a brutal hit. Wait. No, sorry. Heavy hit.
Got you. You said a heavy hit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is going to be... I have to reduce the damage by 1. And he is not in my range. I'm learning these characters. Cool. He is grappled with the hook. And then I'm going to go ahead. I'm throwing him. So he is going to go flying. Question, am I throwing? Might is 3. No, might is 1, actually. But I get a bonus. There's a lot of rules.
There are a lot of rules. Now you know why it can sometimes take us a while to get through a turn. Because we're like, wait, we're doing this, and then we got to do this, which then does this damage, which we add. There can be a fair amount to read, especially as we level up and get a few more things, and then some stuff changes, and it's like, okay, well now I can do this, which is really cool, and I want to use this, but I have to use an action and a stamina for that, and how exactly is that going to calculate out now, and all that good stuff.
Oh, I powered it up, so it takes, well, how much? You said a heavy hit, you said?
Yeah.
Right? So that's going to be 2 damage to it, first of all.
Okay, 2 damage.
Yes. So it's going to be a 2 damage, first of all. As it comes slinging around, it hooks right into him. I rip it up.
Oh, he's already, like, on your hook, so you just kind of, like...
Yeah, I flam around, and then he goes flying.
It.
So he's going to go ahead and do... how much did I succeed by?
So...
Ooh. capture. The weapon damage increases by 1 when you attack with this weapon. You instead make a martial check. Check success. The target is grappled by the weapon until it's freed. Force movement doesn't end the grapple. Okay. Creature 1 HP might check. Free itself. Okay. Let me look at my throw abilities. Grapple defensive steps. The creature is physical. Throw requires a grapple creature. Okay, cool. Target is thrown up to a number of spaces away from equal to half your might. So 1 plus 1. And then you're going to have to roll for a save, please.
Okay, what kind of a save?
It's going to be a physical save. 1, 2.
It's gonna be 13. Oh, sorry, no, that's a 14. So 16.
16. Okay, so you succeeded. So I get to move you 2 spaces. You're gonna go flying. You going? Let's do 1, 2. Let's do 1, 2. Can I crash into them or no? Can I reach? I put them like roughly. Where did you want them?
I mean, they're gonna be like in the trees, kind of like at the base of the trees over on the side of the path.
Like right here?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and throw it down this way. 1, 2. That's moving back for me. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my last action because action to go ahead and do a swing and add a I'm just going to go for it. Swing and sweep.
Oh, you're using stamina?
Yeah, I'm using stamina. All my stamina. I've used all my stamina. So I'm using my last action to do an attack. So this is my second attack. I'll go ahead and roll my dice with a disadvantage. Wish I had an advantage ability. I don't. Let's do it.
You don't have like dual wielding kind of thing?
No, I don't.
No.
Because my fighter, I don't have that.
That's too bad. That would be very
Use a melee weapon. You could spend... Oh, no. It costs 2 action points and 1 stamina point to make that whirlwind. I get so confident. Oh. No, I can't.
Save your stamina point.
Let's go ahead and attack him again, okay? Now that he's farther away, I'll use that attack and disadvantage on it. Ooh, gosh, that's not going to be good, maybe. Okay, so that was going to be a 11.
That hits.
That hits. Okay, so then that's going to be a 1, 2 base damage.
Okay.
Because he is 1 space farther than me, I have the property that is the what is it? Whip property. I think that's what it is. Okay, so just two damage. Okay.
Yeah, he is looking pretty rough. He's looking pretty like chopped up at this point. Is looking a little bit like kindling.
Okay.
And his 2 buddies across the way are just kind of like.
Gotcha.
All right. And with that, they are going to go ahead and attack.
Okay.
So they're gonna come swarming in.
1 movement, right?
Mm-hmm. And let's see, he's actually, the second guy's gonna move up even 1 more there.
Gotcha, you're gonna try to...
They're gonna flank it.
Yeah.
And then they are going to attack the guy who's down at the bottom there, I think is gonna be the one.
He's gonna attack you. Attack me,
yeah.
Gotcha.
Do you think they'll... They're each going to attack you.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and sidestep on that. When you do the attack, do you have disadvantage now?
I'm trying to think how that works. Because sidestep gives you a disadvantage for 1, but there's 2 attacking you.
And you're attacking target. You're utilizing both of them, right?
Yeah.
So let's see. You're doing 2 actions.
Mm-hmm.
Are you utilizing 4 actions for all of them? So you used 1 action. We'll say 1 action for movement for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because one of them used 1 space, one of them used 2, so that's not a full 5.
Right.
And then we're using attack. So you want both of them attack, so we'll utilize 2 actions to attack me.
Yeah, so only one of them is going to take a disadvantage.
One of them will take a disadvantage, correct?
Yes. Okay. Oh,
Nice.
you got lucky.
Yes.
Okay, so
She rolled a net 20 in it.
6 plus 9. I don't think a 9's gonna hit.
A 9 on my precision? No, that does not hit.
No, I didn't think so.
It's just step aside. It's like,
so
disgusting.
yes, as the first one goes to attack you, you sidestep.
Yep.
Unfortunately for the other little guy, he is jumping in to attack you as you are sidestepping away from this other gun. And you kind of bash him with your hip and send him flying back 2 spaces as you're jumping sideways. Maybe with your tail. Here? No, the one on the bottom there.
1, 2.
Yeah. And he's just like...
Awesome.
And you're just like, what? Did I just hit something, right? Yeah, and then he's actually going to take a damage for that one. Because it was a hit. It was a nat 1. So, that is going to be their turn.
Gotcha. Let's go and do this. I only have 3 actions this turn, but I have 2 stamina. Let's go ahead and attack the 1 and add the sweep ability. So we're going to go ahead and attack 1 and then 2 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My grappling hook. I just ignore the one that's right above my feet. Wrap my hook, swing it around. So let's go ahead and roll that attack. Oh, wait. 1. Yeah, sweep. Sweep is not a maneuver, so I don't.
Yes, it is.
It is a maneuver?
Mm-hmm. It's an attack maneuver.
Or whirlwind, I'm sorry.
No, whirlwind's not, no.
Okay, 1 stamina. And then with that attack, I'm going to go ahead and add the a save maneuver against you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and do that. Come on, dice. So that's going to be a 20. Yeah, 20.
Oh, yeah, that demolishes.
Let's do this.
So you're attacking that one first?
Yeah, this one's going to be the main target. Yep. Right.
Now, whirlwind is different than sweep.
Using a melee weapon, you can spend 2 AP and 1 SP to make a single attack check against the 80 of area defense of all creatures of your choice within 1 space of you. Okay? 1 space of me. So that means even that one too.
Yeah. Well, but no, I don't think you can hit the other 2, can you? Because they're 2 spaces away.
Well, this one has a reach property. I have part of my grappling hook is I have the... let me see if I can find it. Where's my reach?
You have wide swing here. You can spend 1 SP to increase the whirlwind by 1 space.
Yes,
I think that you have to do that.
Enters your melee range. You can make an opportunity attack, advantage on martial checks. Yes, but I have the whip property that gives me 1 additional space. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know if that would transfer over to the technique or not.
Yeah, that's what I had. Those are the problems I was running into with this. I was like, okay, I don't know how it transfers over into these rule sets.
Yeah, because I don't know.
Which I totally understand.
Yeah, I mean, I think Whirlwind was probably designed with like sword in mind, right?
Whirlwind. But a grappling hook, come on, like.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
It sounds cool.
Oh, it absolutely sounds cool. I just don't know about the technicality. I mean, I'm gonna let you do it.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna let you do it for sure because that's like his MO. But yeah, I think that's like something we'd have to ask.
I'll remove. I won't add this one as my target, but I'll just do the 2. Okay.
You can hit all 3
no,
of them.
I'll
Sure,
just
spin it. Do something cool.
This
is why I did multiple targets, is for you to whirlwind them. I want you to
so
prove
that I
it.
can go over through them.
Okay, so anyway, you rolled the 20, so that's going to apply to all 3 of those creatures,
Yep.
which is So cool, right? Little twiggy guy on the end there
If
is
they're one
gone.
space away, they also take one additional damage because of my whip reach or my whip. Whenever they're one space away, I get a
Okay, so
additional.
the one down here takes an extra damage then, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
it's 2 base damage
2 base,
for him, and then 1 for up here.
1 for him,
Okay, for
and
base
then
damage. Okay, and then you rolled a 20, which is going to be brutal hits.
yeah,
So it's going to be
gosh,
4 for the one on the bottom and 3 for the one at the top, correct?
yeah.
Cool.
Let me double check and see because I thought it was just one damage, but
That's for sweep. Sweep and whirlwind are 2 very different things.
oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Weapon. It says you spend a 2 AP 1 PA to make a single attack against the AD of all creatures in interest in the range of you. Attack hit, you deal your weapon damage to each creature. Gotcha.
So for the sweep attack, you do the full damage to 1 and then 1 damage to each additional creature that you add that sweep to.
Gotcha.
But for each creature that you target with the sweep, you have to spend an action point because that's a maneuver.
Okay, gotcha.
So like for this instance, you could use your sweep action. You still have to be within 1 space, but you can say, okay, I want to hit this guy with the full brunt, and I'm going to sweep it to this one, and that's 2 action points, right? And then, okay, I want to sweep it all the way around to that third one. That would be another action point.
Because truth be told, I would want to brunt it on the one that hasn't taken much damage. This one right here, and then 1 damage.
Oh, he's gone.
This one's gone.
He splinters.
I would assume with the one.
He just explodes into a pile of kindling.
I just like knock it across his face, and his teeth go flying, and he falls to the floor.
No, he literally explodes into little.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. He's a tree guy.
Yeah, they're little tree guys. They're cute.
Cool.
But you stepped on one of them climbing up the tree, so.
Sorry. Wait, I'm trying to consider my circumstances. Maybe I accidentally stepped on women.
Yeah. Okay, so now these guys are like really ticked off, right?
Yep.
Guy up there is going
It's
to
all
go for a grapple. Okay, so he is going to attack you.
Okay.
Let's see if I have a better roll this time. Okay.
I'll go ahead and spend to do another defensive action. Okay, sidestep on him. So we have a disadvantage on there. You move 1 space to a space that's still within the attack's range.
So right? 11.
I'm going to move up here.
11.
11 is no.
Okay.
Yep.
And then this little guy down here is going to go ahead and attack you as well.
Yep.
Wow, we're not doing good. So he's going to miss. And what the heck, he'll go 1 more time for an attack with a disadvantage. And it's still a no-go.
Awesome.
As they are kind of scrambling around your feet, trying to find an in through your fur and your armor, it's really not working very well for them.
Yep.
Like, they're not happy that you're in their space, but there's not really much that they can do about it.
I'll do this quickly.
All of a sudden, they freeze. They look up at the sky, and then they look further down the path. And in the blink of an eye, they are gone.
Well, I guess I took care of the problem. I got this, and I look at the carcass of the leftover one.
It just looks like like a dog had destroyed a stick there. Like, I mean, there's nothing much to
try to collect up something to bring back to
there's nothing to, I mean, it looks like sticks. Okay.
Okay.
As you are looking over this poor carcass of this little tree creature, you hear something from further down the path. Something larger is coming.
I rewrap my ropes and stuff around me, and I get them ready. I have 2 ranged ones ready for to go. One in, one in.
As you are staring down the path, the bushes are rustling, and you can tell something's coming. Just as you're getting ready to throw, a man comes bursting out. Run! Run! It's coming!
And I say to him, you run.
It's coming! And with that, you hear this low rumbling sound coming from the direction where the trees had been stripped bare.
Okay.
And you notice now the sun is going down. The man goes running past you in a panic and hides kind of half behind you, half next to this tree, and is whimpering. This droning sound becomes louder and louder.
I want to cover in this next to this tree trunk just in case. Okay.
Soon the trees around you are whipping as if being racked by this strong wind, right?
Yep.
And you can feel it just beating down upon you. Dust and leaves and twigs are blowing all around and blowing into your eyes. Go ahead and roll a save against being blinded.
That would probably be a mental or a.
Let's see. However you want to do it. I mean, there's stuff blowing all around you.
I'll do
maybe a survival check.
Yeah, let's do the survival
Maybe
one.
a survival check.
Make it easier. So that's going to be a 17.
Okay, you are able to successfully cover your eyes as this like massive windstorm is passing over you, right? And as it's slowing down, you look up and you see this massive dragonfly. This absolutely massive dragonfly that is making its way towards the village. The man behind you is cowering and whimpering and crying. It's a size large, so make him big.
Size large?
Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
Cool.
So this is exactly the type of noise that has been described by the villagers as this thundering noise that comes before someone is taken, right? And you see it's just slowly droning its way towards
Yeah,
the
thank
village.
you.
Okay.
Can't verse CL. How do you say that?
Huh?
Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I'm up against the tree. I'll take it. I'll take it out of the sky. I'll take it out of the sky.
Okay. Go ahead.
Let's do this. How far away up high is it?
He's going to be kind of in the tree line a little bit. I'm going to say, let's see, one space is what, 5 feet, right?
You said what? How much?
One space is 5 feet.
Yeah,
up.
one space is 5 feet. Correct?
So it's maybe about 15, 20 feet up into the air. It's within range of your grapple. But I mean, you're gonna have to have a pretty solid hit in order to lock this thing down.
Cool. Let's do this.
It's large.
It's large. It's the same size as me.
It is the same size as you. Here I was thinking I was going to give you one that was one size larger and give you a little bit of a challenge with a ranged grapple here.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
It doesn't notice me under the trees, I'm assuming, right?
Nope. It seems to have a destination in mind. And as it is flying, you're realizing like this is what's been stripping the trees bare. Just the sheer force of his wing beats is just the leaves are flying off of these trees and leaving them thinner and weaker.
Gotcha.
And you hear little noises as the little what were they called?
Let's do this. I'm gonna step out.
The little blights are running for cover themselves.
If I had to take that thing down, I'm gonna take it down. Let's step out into the path and stuff. I'm assuming it's ahead of me. It's heading toward the town.
It is heading towards the town.
Okay.
Yes.
Mine has a range of 20 spaces for my grappling hook, and I do not take a disadvantage on that because of my champion ability. We'll just say that.
Oh yeah, no, you're fine. But
remembered
if
it
you're
was
gonna
still-
do it, then
Well, I gotta take
Oh,
it
no, no,
down.
no. Those were the little tree blights that were screaming and running away. The dragonfly is just droning away. Um,
Because would I be trying to grapple it? Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna use
well,
an actions, right?
you're gonna have to get its attention because it is going to be out of your range very soon
Cool. We're gonna
at
use
the
an
speed that
action
it's
to
going.
grapple it. I'm gonna do an attack. Add the grapple onto it with my grappling hooks, and then I'm gonna go ahead and give myself advantage on this. You ain't going nowhere. I'm trying to think if I shouldn't add anything else. I should probably use my stamina points, my stamina to do some more.
Do whatever you're gonna do.
Takedown. Let's do a takedown if I can.
Sure, why not?
I'll use a stamina point to use my takedown ability. It is 20 up there. Yeah, takedown. Takedown.
Like I
The
said,
target falls
it's
prone.
in your range, so
You don't fall prone. Okay, gotcha. Cool.
yeah.
Let's do it.
Again, I'm
2
trying to give you
rolls.
things that you can use your different abilities to kind of play with.
Okay, so I have that advantage, so I'm going to do a
That's good.
20 on that.
Okay, yes, that's going to be a heavy hit.
Heavy hit.
Or are we doing like a contest?
So no, that would be
Is it-
attack,
Okay.
and then I reduce the damage because it's doing the capturing ability onto it. So it is now captured. Let me double check on that. The weapon's damage decreases by 1 when you attack with a weapon. You instead make a martial check contested by target's physical save.
Okay, so I do.
Okay,
have to
so
use
I
this.
rolled a 20 then. Let's do that.
Okay.
So now you got to go ahead and beat that.
Physical save is.
Come on, come on.
Oh yeah, you're good. It's a 15. So.
Got it. And then I use the takedown grapple maneuver so that it falls prone. I'm gonna pull it down.
Do it.
I'll allow it not to take any damage and stuff because I don't think it should do any damage. Because I probably shouldn't be using the takedown.
Oh,
yeah.
You're ripping it out of the air.
Gotcha.
I mean, we've got fall damage if nothing else. Yes.
Yes. 1, 2,
There's
3.
some fall
Cool.
damage.
He is down.
Okay, so we'll say he was 20 feet up in the air.
Yep.
And that's what, a damage for every 5?
Every 5, yeah. If he's that high.
Yeah.
That's a lot of damage.
It's 4 damage.
4 damage, okay.
Okay, boom. All right.
Yeah.
The trees and the ground quivers as this thing hits the ground. Its wings buzzing and fluttering wildly.
Yep.
And it's rolling around. It's trying to get itself back up, right? Because it fell, it landed on its back.
It is restrained too.
Okay.
I believe.
Describe that to me then.
Let me see. Because if I just did a grapple, it's still grappled. Let me take a look. Maneuvers, the target falls prone. You don't fall prone. I might actually, I think it ends that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it ends the grapple that I have with my hook.
Because you did the takedown.
Yeah, because I did the takedown thing, yep.
Okay, so as its wings are fluttering, again, there is now this huge, whoosh of dust and leaves and just debris that is being kicked up into the air.
Yep.
The man who is cowering next to you is like, and he quickly runs around to the other side of the tree. Okay?
Okay.
Go ahead and do another survival check for me.
I say, hey, you, I need your head. Survival. Let's do this plus the 1. Ooh, gosh.
Ooh.
I'm going to put in a grit to go and give myself a advantage on that.
Can you do that now? You can use grit for advantage?
I believe on myself to get myself to reroll saves.
Oh.
Right?
I'd have to look that one up.
Cool. Let me just go ahead and roll that.
Well, you still fail.
I know
I did.
Can I do it again?
You are temporarily blinded just by all of this debris that is flying in the air. And then he is going to go ahead and he is going to use an action. I should get some dice for actions.
Cool. So if I'm blinded, I cannot see while you are not guided. I know there's another ability on blinded. I thought it was a disadvantage, advantage, and disadvantage. Disadvantage obviously on attacks, advantage on that creature for attacking me.
Sure, that works.
I know that they updated some things.
That's yours.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Right? Is it? It's your day? Yep. Okay. That's the... No, that's not the one that's been giving me bad.
You have to roll for initiative?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Let's do it.
I'm going to go ahead and give you a disadvantage on your initiative roll.
Cool.
Because you can't see. We'll do that.
Cool. So that cancels out because I have an ability. That gives me an advantage in initiative, but I got a total of 11.
Okay, yeah. So I have first initiative then.
Okay.
Okay, so he's going to use an action to get up. Movement, right?
Yep.
And it's half the movement speed if I'm correct to get up from prone, right?
I believe it takes 2. I could be wrong.
2 movements?
I think so. I think it takes 2 movements to get up.
2 movement speed or 2
no,
movement
just
action?
two spaces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which is half my movement speed, so you know.
Oh, nice.
Anyway, he's going to get up, and is like looks at you. It is not happy. Like it was just flying on its own little merry way, and you just ripped him out of the sky, and it hurt. Right?
Yep.
He's a little mad. Okay. So he's going to go ahead and take his other 2 movement spaces, and he's going to come at you.
1, 2.
And then he is going to attack.
Going to give him a disadvantage on that.
On what? The attack?
On the attack, yes, correct.
Well, but you're blinded.
What am I giving him at a disadvantage? Sidestepping.
But you can't see me.
Yeah, but does that cancel out? What's it called? Yeah, I'll give that to you.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep.
I'm like, blinded, it's a
Darn,
disadvantage,
blinded.
so it gives me an advantage.
Yeah.
So if you take a sidestep, I mean, do you want to use an action point to sidestep?
I'm going to try to listen to him. I would like to. What's called avoid that.
Okay,
I don't know if that's
it's going
like...
to cancel out my advantage, but I'm giving myself advantage, so I'm still going to have advantage.
Yeah.
I just won't have double advantage.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
There's a little bit of math in DC20. Okay. So that's going to be non-nat 20 for an attack.
A non-nat 20 for an attack? Yep.
He's going for a bite.
Cool. That's going to be that's going to be precision, right?
Yes.
So that is going to be a heavy hit.
All right.
It's my first damage that I'm taking today, I think.
Yes. So he is going to bite. It's going to be 2 piercing damage base, so 3 piercing damage total for heavy.
Okay.
Correct? And that is going to be his turn. He is not a happy little bug, right? He comes skittering up to you, and as you try to step to the side, he just zips in with like lightning reflexes and just chomps you in the arm.
Okay. Gosh. How much damage altogether?
3.
Cool. 14. Awesome. Let's go. My turn?
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 actions left. I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and do use my grappling hook, close ranged, and we're going to go ahead and do a grappling hook attack with it. We're going to go ahead and I want to do some things to it. Let's increase the attack power on it. And let's add a... Gosh, I don't know how you players do it. It's like so many choices.
Mm-hmm. This is actually really good and humbling for you.
Yeah, it doesn't help that the character sheet is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Well, now you know why, like, we have all the things just printed out and we're kind of just like flipping through it.
These cards are really nice. I really like these a lot.
The cards
I just need
are
them for
super helpful.
my maneuvers.
We need like
I know I have
a
them.
sheet with the cards on it, so that way it's like, oh, okay, it's, you know.
Yeah.
like get a nice heavy duty piece of like cardstock or something to put them on, and then put it in a
and then
like
I'm gonna go
protector.
ahead and that's with the grapples. Okay, awesome. Let's go ahead and attack you. Let's just do that. I have a D8 because of my ability as a champion. So I'll go ahead and roll these 2 dice, and I get to add a D8 to that. Okay, so I take the highest, so that's going to be a 24 with 7, so that is a 31.
Dang. Okay, well,
Let's see this.
I mean,
I'm assuming my eyes clear at the end of my turn. It's my
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So he's gonna use uncanny dodge. Okay. So let's calculate this out. His PD is 12. And you rolled a 31. So it's obviously brutal, but how much over brutal is that?
What was the brutal on him?
So 22 would be brutal.
22 would be brutal. Okay, right. So then that's going to be an additional 5, so that's 27. That's going to be critical. And then...
So just a critical then.
Yeah. Well, then it'll be B. Yeah, because it doesn't go any higher. 5 higher. Yep. So...
What goes over critical? What's the next one?
I don't know what the name for after critical is.
I thought critical was just like if you get a 20.
I should say, yeah, that is what's... But by every 5, you do the damage and stuff.
Right,
so
right. So that's 1 above brutal that you're doing the damage on.
Yep. So 2 base damage.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, that's a lot to keep track of. First time as a player, actually getting into somewhat... These numbers are correct.
It's a huge amount.
Yeah.
It can.
What the
optimizing turns can really.
Yeah.
So 2, and then you've got heavy critical. So 5 damage.
5 damage. Mm-hmm. That's including the base?
Yes.
Cool. And then you're impaired.
Okay, now he's going to take half of that damage. So it's going to be 3 damage. Because he has this ability, Uncanny Dodge, which he's really quick on his feet as long as he can see you. And then impaired means I have a disadvantage on physical checks?
Correct.
Cool.
I don't know if I want to move away from you.
Do you have any actions left?
I have 1 action left.
Okay.
And plus I get these 2 back at the end of my turn. Let's go ahead and... Oh. Okay, let's go ahead and do a grapple. I'm going to go ahead and use the movement action. Dodge, no. I don't know what I want to use this last action for. Let's go ahead and attack him.
Okay.
Again, with a disadvantage. Let's take this thing down. I'm going to go ahead and use... Gripping hook. Let's go ahead and just roll for it and see. Oh, wow. That did not do so good.
No, it didn't.
Okay, that's end my turn.
Okay. Cool. He is not happy. His wings are kind of fluttering and beating a little bit. As it seems like he's maybe getting ready to take off again. Okay. He chooses to go ahead and go for another bite. Like he would like a little bit more space away from you. So he's going to go ahead and he's going to attack again. And he's going to give himself advantage.
Yep.
18.
18 is going to be a normal hit.
Okay, so it's just 2 damage then.
Okay.
And that's going to be his turn. And again, the wings are starting to beat a little bit, like he's kind of coming back to his senses. His wings are kind of finding themselves again. They had been a little bit crunched when he landed hard.
Let's see what I can do. It's a hard one. He's impaired. Let's go ahead and do grapple it. I'm bigger than it.
No, you're the same size.
I'm the same size, yeah. Using a lot of grapple, and I don't know. I was hoping to do a lot more with my... I need to get away from this thing. Save maneuvers. Let's go ahead and grapple it. So I'm going to go ahead and use an action to grapple it. I'm going to go ahead and use an action to grapple maneuvers, restrain it.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and roll my dice for that grapple. Whew. And then you have a disadvantage. So I got a 11.
It misses.
No, it's not an attack. It's going to be a
grapple.
Yeah.
Okay,
so I'm trying to grapple it.
And that's gonna be like a
physical, which you have
physical?
a disadvantage on right now because
Okay.
you're impaired.
Gotcha. That's a natural 1.
Yes.
I don't even see it coming.
Yes, there we go. Cool. Quickly wrap around on this creature. And then I'm gonna go ahead and because it's grappled. Jeez. Take down. I'm gonna go ahead and restrain it. I've already restrained it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's gonna give him disadvantage.
Restrained. Immobilized. Can't move. Disadvantage on agility saves. Your attacks have a disadvantage, and my attacks against you have advantage. Let's do this. Let's go and attack one time, so it has an advantage. I'm just gonna beat on this thing and get him down. Okay, and I'm actually going to step back. Actually, let's do this one action to move back. Okay, and if you want to, that provokes an attack of opportunity, but you have a disadvantage on this attack.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna be like kind of trying to snap at your ankles as you're going by. Yeah, that's gonna miss.
What was it?
12.
12. Gotcha. Yep, nope, that is misses. So I moved back, and now with my grappling hook, it has that whip range, and I'm going to go ahead and just attack this thing. I'm going to go ahead and add a maneuver. It's going to impair it, I believe. Save maneuver to impair it. Yep. So let's go ahead and roll. So that is going to be a 22.
Okay, so that's gonna be a brutal hit.
Cool. So the base damage on that is 2, plus whatever else additionally that does to him. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to roll for a save, please, so that you cannot be impaired. Physical check, which you have. You don't. You should be good. Let me double check it and to receive restrained. Get disadvantage on agility saves.
Okay.
So physical check. Go ahead.
It probably would be an agility type save, so it's going to be a disadvantage then, yes?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a total failure. It doesn't matter if I got disadvantage or not.
Okay.
I cannot get free of this thing.
You are impaired on your next physical save. And then let's go ahead and do another attack again. I have a disadvantage, but it cancels out because all attacks on you have advantage.
I like the coachisms.
You like the what?
Well, he was saying, from what I've seen, things are sort of polarizing with the DC20. One camp goes into heavy crunch, the other is about streamlining everything and leaning into coachisms. I like that term, coachisms.
I think he said something. I usually go with like, oh, I think he said this or whatever.
Yeah.
The new rule, I'm kind of like, I'm curious to see how it all plays out. He went into the, I forget what it was. My mind is blanking. Something about spells. Cool. Let's go with that attack again. Boom. That's going to be a natural 20, baby.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
dead.
let's go ahead and wipe this thing out.
Okay, as you,
Awesome.
yeah,
Crush this thing.
tell me how this looks.
He is like fully roped up. His legs are all roped up. I kind of just step back and I just
Jackie
actually
Chan style.
swing up my wing, and I just dagger it straight forward, and it just smashes through his carcass, and yeah,
The head pops off.
and I just catch it. All right then. Wasn't too bad, wasn't it?
The man comes trembling out from behind the tree. Oh, oh my goodness! You just annihilated that thing. Oh, thank you. As he comes running over to you, dropping to his knees. Thank you.
I push him away a little bit. I said, I got some food I gotta get to now. Get the heck out of my way.
No, please wait. How can I ever thank you for saving my life?
I look to see if he has any gold bags hanging from.
You said you need food?
Sure, yeah, I'll take it.
Yes. My camp is right here. I had a roast, or had a rabbit on the spit, and I had to run.
I'm kind of debating on because I'm looking back at the tavern place, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to go. All right, then hurry up, let's go.
Okay, yes. I just want to grab my bag, and then I will be coming back into town too. Like I was also on a quest to find and fight this thing, but when I saw it, I just knew that there was no way I could handle it. Oh,
Yeah, quit your day job. That's what I would do.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Oh, brave adventurer. And so he's gonna lead you back, just gruffling and thanking you the whole way. And as you come into this clearing, there's a small fire that's crackling, and you can see the meat
right there,
dripping fat into the fire. Just psst, psst. And the smell just wafts over to you, and it's this beautiful plump rabbit, just perfectly juicy, ready to be eaten, right?
Yeah.
Oh, please help yourself as he starts packing his belongings into a knapsack. There's not much there, some fishing gear, a little spear that he used probably to hunt the rabbit. Nothing that you would think a townsperson hunting a giant dragonfly would really be using, right?
Yeah.
He seems more like a hunter-gatherer type, right? Go ahead, enjoy this delicious rabbit.
It's already gone.
Okay. As you are hunched over this delicious meal. And
my defenses are 14. Oh, yeah, you may be right about that. That was maybe the one. Well, defense is 14 for me, and then I got an area at 12.
Oh, this is a brand new character sheet, which is why he's having kind of a hard time figuring out what to do. I mean, we've played with Quando before, but he was never a fully fleshed out character.
You haven't seen the latest live stream. I think it had to do with, so basically they're going to be doing the same with the weapons, with magic, for foci. But basically you can, pick and choose what you want to build it into. That was one rule, and I'm trying to remember the other one that he kind of gave out that they were working on. I think it had to do with spells or attacks, as well as attacks or attacks. So if you attack and you also cast a spell attack, those are the same. So you will get a disadvantage on after the attack. And then if it's a spell that heals, that's different. That's a spell check, or that's a spell. So that was one of the mechanics that he rolled out, that he was telling us about, that he was using in his games, assuming it's going to be coming out in the 10. So, yeah. Trying to think of what else. Yeah, that's the majority of what he was talking about. But don't let me quote it. Follow his stream thing and see.
So
yep, it is gone.
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
I destroyed it.
I hope
Thank
that
you.
You
and I
enjoyed
pat
that.
him on the back.
Yes. And with that, all of a sudden,
oh gosh,
there is a sharp, searing pain.
Okay.
Actually, I might have to roll for attack. See if there's a sharp, searing pain. Oh, good. That's gonna be. This is where I get to have fun.
let's see.
I let you get as far as you did. Is that 4? Oh no.
All right, then I must get back then to the tavern.
22.
In my stomach? Where's the searing pain coming
kind of
from?
like into your side.
You said 22?
Yes.
22 for precision?
Yeah.
That's going to be a heavy hit.
Okay.
Let's do this.
There's this sharp, searing pain, like that of a blade being stuck into your side. And as you look down, you realize that this man has stabbed you with these.
You fed me and then you stabbed me.
Yes, so he's basically got a dagger into your side. So this is going to be. You said it was a heavy hit?
Yeah, it was a heavy hit. Yes, base damage is.
Base damage probably 1 for a dagger, but then you get 2 for a heavy hit, and then 3 extra damage from this attack. So that's 5 damage total.
5 damage total. Gosh.
I like my meals to be well fed. And as he says this, his whole face transforms and melts and kind of just runs together and forms this black, kind of tree-like creature. Doesn't have a lot of features, but these dark, soulless eyes and a mouth that is just drooling. My poor pet is usually enough to distract my prey. And I am sad that you had to kill him. But you will make a fine dinner. Go ahead and roll for initiative.
I'm like chuckling. Look, if you're doing all this talking, I'm going to go back to the tavern. I don't have time to waste. I don't know how long I have before they close up the kitchen. I get to roll twice because I have an advantage on my initiative.
Yeah.
That's going to be a 16.
Oh, you just barely beat me.
No, you're good. Can't. Yeah. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being here and stuff.
Yeah, I'm like back and forth. Sorry, I'm not even.
I'm
kind of like in and out of the chat right now.
So what's the initiative on? I got a.
Yeah, you took it by 1.
Yeah.
By 1.
Cool. I need you to interrupt because I need to kind of like read my character. What does it say?
Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
I know. She's enjoying that. I love betrayal. I'm all about betrayal.
Yes, he is.
What I mean? It's like, yeah.
And I had to figure out a way
nice
to get
fella
3
walks
different
up to
creatures into this gameplay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get to go first.
Yeah, you get to go first.
He is not in a good range. This is not my range. I am a grappling hook throwing.
Yeah, you might want to consider maybe getting like a close range melee
I have a close
weapon.
range. I have a close range. So my grappling hook is multifaceted. So I can switch it to the piercing for a pick ability, and that gives it the impaired creatures. Oh no, it gives additional damage if they're impaired.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. So let's go ahead and attack this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and give it the impaired condition. I'm curious if I can double up on the impaired condition. No, I won't. I'll just give it 1.
I don't know if you
give
can
it the impaired
or
condition.
Not.
I'll leave it.
Because I mean, it's just well, it might be stacked.
I don't want to give it though. It does stack. Impaired does stack.
Okay.
Yep. And then we're gonna go ahead and power that up. So 1 action to attack, 1 action to give it the impaired maneuver, and then 1 action to power it up. Okay, and then I get to roll my dice and give myself the D8. I wonder if that's once per turn. Let me take a check real quick and see. I have this. You can tell that I've played this character this first time. So where is it at? Grappling, advanced movers, and armor, throwing. I'll go ahead and leave it out because I think it is just a one-time thing. Okay, so I roll my dice. Oh gosh, I've given myself advantage. I wasn't thinking what it's called. I'm gonna give myself advantage. Okay. That's
You
right.
have to declare it before you
I
roll,
know.
my dear.
I'll declare it right. What's called? Wait. Let me. There. That's where it was. Maybe. And stream at any moment, getting the following benefits. Combat. At the start of your first turn in combat, you gain one of the following. Brace. You gain the benefits. Okay. Advance. You gain the benefits of the move action and advantage on the next physical check you make. Second wind. Once per combat, when you start your turn bloodied, you regain 2 HP and 1 SP. And I am bloodied. I'll go ahead and do that. So I gain 2, 9, and then I also have another feature. When you roll for initiative at the end of your turns, you gain a D8. So I did get that D8. Okay, so I get a tactical dice. When you roll for initiative, and at the start of each of your turns, you gain a D8 tactical die. And if you don't already have one, you can spend the tactical die to gain one of the following benefits. Assault, when you make a martial attack, you can add the die to the attack results. Deflect. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the...
Dang, that's like OP right there.
Well, you have to have those abilities. So 7 plus 4, that's going to be 11.
No. I would think that you could use that like as... Well, I guess it would be the commander that would use it for other people. So.
Cool.
All right. Why do we have the little circly thing?
Because we've been going on for some time.
Yeah. How does the stream look on everybody else's end? Well, actually, it looks all right over there, huh?
Yep, looks good to me.
It just throws me off when it's like
excellent connection,
buffering. Too. Yeah, I know. But that doesn't ever mean anything because it'll go from excellent to nothing and then back to excellent. So I don't know. Anyway.
1, 2, 3. And then my last action, I'll go ahead and do another attack with the disadvantage. I'll spend an SP. I wonder if I can spend an SP for give myself advantage.
I think it has to be on like a martial attack.
On a martial attack? On a martial attack? Wouldn't it be a martial attack?
Yeah, but I don't know if you can use it for advantage. You have to use it for the actual attack and then use your action point for the advantage.
Gotcha.
Kind of thing.
Let's go ahead and attack you again, and I'll just go for it. I wish I would have.
Okay. Thank you.
Initiative. Started ready to come in.
I'm just getting the buffering circle on my laptop, but yeah.
Well, that's going to be a 17.
17, that is going to be a regular hit.
Oh, darn it. I should have spent my SP to do my maneuvers. That's a regular hit, you said?
Yep.
Cool. That is going to be a just a 1 damage. That was a dumb attack. Let me see. It was fine. Let me see. Thanks. Okay, good.
Alrighty. It's just kind of gonna look at you like, that was cute. And then it's just gonna like full on just smash you with its fist. Gosh. So it's going to attack. Let's see. It will attack and then it will go ahead and boost it up. It's gonna use its slam ability. So we're gonna go ahead and do that first. Nice. It's gonna be a 21.
A 21. That's gonna be a probably a precision brutal. Not brutal. I'm sorry. Heavy.
Heavy. Okay. So it's going to be. Oh wait, no, I see what that.
You're learning the how monsters work, and I'm learning how characters work.
Yeah.
We're out of each other's shoes.
We
I
are.
usually run my wife's games and stuff, and I kick her butt all the time.
And... So it's going to be 4 plus 2 6 damage.
6 damage.
I should probably actually pull that down.
No,
Do
you're
5
totally
damage.
good.
Yeah, well, it's technically cheating a little bit. It's technically a level 4 creature.
Oh, we said 1, 2, and 3.
I know, but like, well, okay, the level 3 one had like 30 HP.
Gotcha. No wonder. I'm like,
So-
okay, this level 3 one is wiping my butt out, like destroying me.
Yeah, I should probably
No,
knock
you're
it
good.
down to
You're
like
good. You're
2
good.
base
I
instead of
wanted
3
to. I
base.
shouldn't say I wanted to kill Quando, but I was like, okay, he's gonna go down.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not holding anything back anymore. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll just knock the base because he has the slam, which is supposed to deal like 3 bludgeoning damage. We'll just say it's 2 bludgeoning damage, but then he powered it up.
The struggles of being a
so-
DM, and then you have to then like, oh wait, what? You have to balance things out and stuff somewhat on the fly. Sometimes.
Yeah. Well, like I knocked his HP
Yeah.
down for
Usually it's
starting.
pretty high.
Yeah, well, he wasn't too bad. He was only 18 for a level 4.
Oh, okay, that isn't bad.
No, so I was like, okay, well, I'll knock it down a little bit. But I mean, like you wiped the floor with my other creatures, so you know, I may as well give you a little bit of a challenge. Oh, and by the way, he can attack again without taking disadvantage.
I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Actually, I shouldn't say. Okay.
It's
Yep. Okay, good.
Okay.
I missed.
So first attack, he just takes his arm and he just boom punches you right across the face, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as you're spitting blood and whirling, he goes for a second punch, but he wasn't anticipating you going down quite as easily as what you did.
Okay.
Maybe that rabbit's sitting a little heavy in your stomach, and so he goes for another swing, and he just barely grazes as he misses.
Got you. 4. At the end of your turn?
Mm-hmm.
At the start of my turn, I gain 1 temp HP. So I'm back up to, I'm going to tell you, I'm up at 5 right now.
Oh. Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay,
Oh, yeah,
cool.
Quando's going to get eaten by the creature.
So is there an interaction? Okay, cool. Standard. What do I want to do with
Use
this?
all of your abilities. Do all of the things.
He's too close. I should say he's too close, but like I need him a little bit of a distance away from me. Let's go ahead and use the push action. Get away from me.
Yeah, I mean, he's a medium creature.
Shove. Yeah, so I have advantage on that.
Yep,
then.
you can.
Awesome. Let's
do
go ahead
all
and use an
sorts of
action
things.
to shove him. It's my athletics versus martial. Okay. Which would be your either athletics or your acrobatics or your. Cool. So let's go ahead and roll that out. I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a. Should I give myself anything? If I get like a D5, I think I get a 5 plus 5 bonus to attack checks you make until. Okay, it's not an attack check. Let's do this. It's gonna be a. I think it's a 21.
Oh yeah, you shoved me so hard.
Okay. Cool. He's gonna go back 1 space. Boom, right there. Okay, see that. This from a giant cat. Yeah, pretty much. Quando's a large cat. He's basically like, I ran him as a DM, and what it is my wife, she just runs her single character, and then I run multiple characters with her, and he is like a build. He has grappling hooks. He just uses them to grapple the creatures and do things. And so because I've tortured my wife throughout the games, I gave her the opportunity to run some monsters against me. And so I decided to create a character, and I created a character of one of our player characters in the game.
He's one of the NPCs.
Yep.
Yeah, is my teammate. He's not technically a large, but with his, is it the champion ability? Or no, it's one of his ancestries, right?
Yeah, so he is a giant born, and he is a beastborn, obviously. Yeah.
So yeah, he's technically like a size medium, but his strength gives him the abilities to act like he's 1 size larger, essentially, right?
Ranged attack. Let's go ahead and let's do the capturing ability. Okay, and then we're gonna give myself an advantage on that. Cool. So basically, using my grappling hooks, I'm gonna throw them, It has the capture ability on it. And then I'm also going to go ahead and impair him as well. Okay, so he's going to have to do things. Oh, I'm also giving it an advantage. That's what it was. 1 and there. That's what. Okay, so that's going to be a 18 to this attack.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep, that's going to be a regular hit.
A regular hit. Cool. So it's going to be 1 damage to you. I've decreased the damage so that it can do the capturing ability when attack with this weapon. Use a martial attack contested by a martial check contested by your physical save. So you have to make a physical save, please. Not good.
7.
Cool.
Don't you have to do a martial check or no?
Yeah, let me do that. Martial check. My acrobatics, which is going to be 3. Cool. That's going to be a 22.
Oh yeah, you got me.
Success. By 10, the target is also restrained. So on this check, the target is grappled by this weapon until it is freed. Force movement doesn't end the grapple. And then it says success by 10, the target is also restrained until it is free. You can spend an action point to make a DC 10 might check to free yourself, okay?
Okay.
So I used all of my actions to do all
And
of
remind me what restrained is. I can't.
Restrained is basically you can't move, and I have advantage on attacks, and you have a disadvantage on attacks, I believe.
Okay.
Let me double check on that. Can't move. Disadvantage on agility saves. Your attacks have disadvantage. Attacks against you have advantage.
Okay.
And then I use all
So
my actions.
I have to do a might check in order to try to break free.
Correct. You do.
Cool. So yeah, he's gonna go ahead and do that. He's just gonna be like.
But you are also impaired too.
And that gives me a disadvantage on physical.
To physical checks. Correct.
Okay. Cool.
He is all about like when I was making him, I was like grappling you and just locking you down, and then once I have to lock you down, I can just hit you up.
Yeah, no.
But I have to be able to do that grappling and do all that stuff so I can.
No, it's actually it's very well stacked because I mean, honestly, when he does come back into the Zira gameplay, it's gonna be wonderful because then he'll be able to lock down her enemies and she can just go and pound the
That's
crap
what you
out of
want.
them. Oh
Okay.
yeah, it's gonna be a great team play.
Go for it. Let's see what you got.
That's why this is exciting to me because like you do get to learn and like play these characters and
Yeah.
reminds me of when we used to play like before we started recording. Like you had character sheets for a lot of the other characters and just getting to play them and yeah.
Well, we try to do that with this one and stuff, and sometimes it takes work because when we're playing a single player game, usually what happens is that you run your turn, and then if I had a character sheet, I have to run that character, and then run my enemy, and then run this character. And so it takes a lot of work to do that. I usually just love to just keep the NPCs simple, move, attack, roll the dice, this much damage, we'll say. You know,
Yeah.
you are the main focus on attacking and doing all the abilities. So
Well, I can play 2 characters.
we're learning how to. I try not to give you too much. I try to kind of like cut back certain characters. Like you might see an army of 5 creatures, but then in the end, you're just fighting 2 of them because my NPCs are
Taking care of the other ones.
taking care of the other ones.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Anyway, so he's going to go ahead and he's going to try to do a might check to break free. He takes disadvantage. I think he'll give himself advantage
cancel out
the disadvantage.
Cool.
That's a natural 20.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So this creature is just like you, puny,
Check
insignificant.
Target. Okay. The target is also restrained until it's freed. So I think you break the restraint, but you're still being grappled though.
Okay, so he's just gonna kind of like flex.
I have to double check on that.
And the ropes are gonna start creaking and snapping.
Okay.
Because yeah, you'd have to break the grapple too, right? Or
Yeah.
is that all one thing now? Because you can be restrained without being grappled.
Yeah.
But can you be?
Can you be grappled? Let's go ahead and just break him fully free.
Okay, so he's just gonna kind of
Yep.
right, and just bust free of these ropes.
Yep.
And he's gonna lick his lips and just stare right at you, and you're gonna taste really good after that. Making me work up an appetite. It's been a while since I've had to actually work for my food, right? He's gonna do a movement action.
Okay, so he's moving up. Whenever you take a movement action, I can take an attack of opportunity on you.
Go for it, yep.
Cool. So I am going to use the attack, and we're going to go ahead, and whenever I make an attack, I can add the maneuvers, right? So like I said, my first time playing as a player. I can add my maneuvers and everything.
An attack of opportunity?
I'm just going to go ahead and power it up.
Yeah, I think you can... I feel like we were doing that, and then we read it, and it was like, no, we're not supposed to be able to do all that. But I'd have to reread it again. Just go ahead and do it.
Gotcha.
Do it. Power it up. Take him down.
I don't know if I can.
I don't know if you can either.
I don't know if I can either. Cool. Let's go ahead and just power it up. Yeah. Give myself advantage on this attack. And should power it. So let's roll it twice. That is going to be a 16 on my attack.
That's going to be a regular hit.
A regular hit? Okay, so that's going to go ahead and it is going to be a 2 damage to it.
Okay. Oh, and he's just going to take a swing at you.
Okay.
Uh, 14.
14, that's going to be a regular hit.
Okay, so he's just going to do 2 damage to you then.
2 damage to me. Cool.
Oh, here. Oh, what? No. Sign in. Okay, you can spend 1 AP to make a melee martial attack against a provoking creature. Right, but the question was whether or not he could, like, boost it up.
Use maneuvers and stuff to it.
Yeah, use extra action points as if it was on his turn. I don't think he can. Yeah.
I think it's an option.
Once the thing is a thing, it acts like a thing. That makes sense.
Gosh.
Yeah. Usually I'll have the rule book so I can like kind of pull it up and reference it as we're playing, but
yeah, you do a better job than me about that. I'm kind of like, okay, I think my thing can do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. We usually try to like
get stuff added to them when they are things of the sort. So yeah, I think you probably could.
That's fine.
Power.
You did damage to me, correct?
Yeah, 2 points of damage.
Awesome. Cool. And it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
I regain 1 HP at the start of my turn. Okay.
I thought you got 2.
No, just 1.
Oh, okay.
Part of the ability. Let's see. I gotta get the heck out of here. I gotta get some distance in between. Let's go ahead and do that. Let us. And you know what? I had abilities. I just can't find them for some reason. They're the. I know. They're like mixed up in all this. It was the monk stances. Remember, I took those monk stances.
That was with your venom.
No, that was with him as well. Remember?
No, I don't. Oh yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah, I picked 2 of them. I picked a scorpion one, and then I also picked a.
Was that on a separate piece of paper?
I hope not.
Oh, right up here. But it doesn't say what they are.
Quick strike. Okay. Yeah, no, they do. They're right here. Changes your melee range. I'm gonna go ahead and. Okay, let's do this.
So you're a monk champion.
I'm gonna go ahead and do
champion
a
monk.
Disengage.
Okay.
He probably can move pretty fast and keep up with me. That's the problem. And I do not have any good what's called. I just have a straight up. Let's just do this. Let's go ahead and use an action to attack him. And let's go ahead and give myself advantage. And then let's utilize this to power it up. Okay, that's going to be a 17.
Okay. That's gonna be a regular hit.
Yep. So that's going to be a total of 3 damage.
Okay. He's starting to look a little rough.
Gosh.
Um.
That was all my actions.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, he's bloodied at this point.
Okay. This is your go. Let's see if I can do this.
Let's see. Yeah, he'll go ahead and attack you.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and utilize the sidestep.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and move 1 space.
You have to stay within range, though.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Let's move there.
Yeah. 23.
23 is going to be a heavy hit. Woo.
So that's 4 damage.
4 damage. Let's see what I got. 0 and... Okay, I have 2 health left. I used 2 grit.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Go
Think I'm gonna go down that
down.
easily? I'll shoot you, monster of creature, whatever the heck you are.
I am the night. I am the creature that all fear.
Well,
He
I don't
hides in the
fear you.
shadows. I know, and you're gonna taste so good. And he's gonna go ahead and take another swing at you. $11. I don't think that hits.
Nope, that does not hit.
Okay.
Cool.
And then for his last action, he's actually... he's gonna go in for another attack, but he has to take disadvantage this time.
Okay.
Ooh. 19.
A 19, you said?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. That is going to be a heavy hit. That's
Okay.
Could I have sidestepped it?
You want to sidestep it?
Yeah, let's sidestep it. Let's sidestep it. I think I got something going on now.
17.
17. That is going to be a regular hit.
Okay, so 2 damage.
2 damage, and that is Quando is down.
You want to play Death's Door?
Oh, that's right.
Something else that we can kind of explore and try
Let's go
out?
for it and try.
Or I
Okay.
can just end it.
So you did 2 damage, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So
So you're
that brings
at
me
0.
down. Yeah, so I'm at Death's Door, which is Mastery, which is 2, plus my Prime, which is 3, so 5.
-5.
So I'm at, right now, 0. Let's call. Okay, it is my turn, right? Cool. I'm back up. Because at the start of my turn, if I am bloodied, I gain 1 HP.
Cool.
Yes, that is okay. Cool. We're gonna go ahead and do some things.
Excuse me. Ooh.
Let's go ahead and grab advantage. Melee range. When you make a melee martial attack, you can spend 1 AP to deal. Paired. Oh man, that was a good one. Cool. Let's go ahead and attack this thing. Attack him. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do 1 AP to do the physical save against, and I am gonna go ahead and increase the power damage power on that. And let's go ahead and give it a condition.
Okay.
So I guess 2 conditions.
Am I still impaired?
Did you do another save? No. So yeah, you already impaired. Gosh. So that means that you're gonna have a disadvantage on this attack, or a disadvantage on saves within this attack.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm basically attacking you with it. I'm doing the, can't remember what I'm doing. AP to give you the increase the damage and make you have to do a physical save. And then I'm going to increase the damage, and I'm going to go ahead and cause you to do bleeding.
How come you haven't used...
No, advantage. Cool. Let's do this. That's going to be a, is it a 6? Yeah, that's a 6. 21.
That is going to be a heavy hit.
Heavy hit? Okay, cool. The base damage is going to be a 1, 2, 3. Because you are impaired, you had a +1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm then also having you another damage because of my ability. And then I'm also has the base damage, which is a 1. So 3 base. And then that's what? Additional 1.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 damage altogether. And you're going to have to make a save, please. So
Okay.
you have 2
disadvantages.
2 disadvantages on top of your regular roll.
Okay.
Okay. Whew, gosh.
16.
16.
Well, I rolled 2 19s and a 13.
16. Let me double check on that and see. Come on. No, go. So you avoided that. You would have been impaired and bleeding. That is going to be it for me.
Okay. Gosh.
I'll do mine 3. 3 discs. Go ahead. Let's do this.
No, you're good.
So I have 1 HP.
Yeah. I mean, he can wipe you out.
Huh? He can wipe me out? Let's do it if you're going to do it. I might as well fight and go down.
Okay, let's do it then. So he'll just go ahead and just go for like a final blow, right?
Okay.
Oh no, let's see. He'll try to get out of this impairment. So he's double impaired right now?
No, it goes away.
Oh, it does? I thought you said you had to roll.
Yeah, you did roll. So it has those disadvantages on the first attack roll, or a first physical save that you have to do.
Oh, okay.
So both of those apply to that first physical save, so they will go away.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know what I mean? So.
Okay. So he'll just go ahead and throw everything at you.
Yeah. I'm trying. I don't know if you're talking about the cat that climbed up on the table, or you're talking about me just like trying to combine all my abilities together to avoid. Shouldn't say avoid. I probably should use a disadvantage on your what's called sidestep it. You're using what's called, right? You give yourself advantage?
I give myself triple advantage.
Triple advantage, so...
and I still don't even know if he'll hit you. 14?
Oh, really? A 14? That is going to be just a regular hit.
Okay, but you want to give me a disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that it? The turn of Lux. The turn of Lux.
I think it might have been. Because 12 I don't think hits you, does it?
Yeah, there is a lot. It's especially for, like I said, this is the first time I'm ever playing a player and not a DM. And so, yeah, like if the character sheet I think was a little bit more organized, like I said, the cards are a little bit easier of a read.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to kind of go through and stuff. But yeah,
you just have to have it like all there.
And this is the first time I'm actually playing a fighter too. Like I usually play spellcasters. 12, no.
Oh, you got lucky. He is kind of disoriented from the last attack that you did on him. He's
Well, if you
not
don't like it,
used
then let's do it
to
again.
his prey fighting back so hard because usually he takes these little unsuspecting villagers,
Yes.
right?
1,
And
2.
so as he goes for these swings, he's just kind of stumbling over his own feet. Like he has not been injured this badly in a
AP.
very long time.
AP. Cool. Let's go ahead and do this. We're going to go ahead and do the same attack again. We're going to go ahead and add an ability to it with my stance, my scorpion stance. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some maneuvers onto it. So I'm going to go ahead and power it up. And then I'm also going to add the impaired and bleeding condition. Okay. And then I will go ahead and give myself advantage. Boom, let's do that. Now let's remember that all. I have to remember all the things that I'm trying to do. Oh my gosh. 14?
That's a regular hit.
That's a regular hit. Awesome. Cool. So that is 2 base damage. Okay. I think I increased the powered it up. So that means that's 3 base damage. So that's 4 damage total. And you are not impaired, but you have to make a physical save, please, or be bloodied and impaired. Well, actually, yeah, bloodied and impaired.
With this final swing of your grappling hook out of sheer desperation.
Please roll. I want to have also the
Okay.
condition.
Yes. 10.
That fails.
Okay.
You are bleeding,
I am bleeding.
and impaired.
Okay. With this final swing of your grappling hook, as this creature is reeling in front of you, it swings and embeds itself deep into his skull. And it lets out kind of almost a sad moan as it slowly sinks to the ground and collapses, completely dead.
Yay! Quando jumps up in like a freeze mode.
Quando can barely move. With that, a whole bunch of blades come running out
and beat the crap out of him. Yeah.
Yes, you're going to want to go ahead. This is obviously the creature that has been eating the villagers.
Takes for qualified fill. Yeah. I did it.
I use bleeding against him all the time, so that's why he really wanted to impose the bleeding condition on me. I'm actually surprised it took him that long to remember that he could do that to me.
Yeah.
And yeah, because usually I'm like, oh, did you take your bleeding damage? Did you take your bleeding damage? Because you're bleeding right now. Ha ha ha.
The hard part was, like, okay, this was fun because this was my first. And so now I know my character sheet a little bit better. And now I'm ready to be like, okay, this is what he's good at.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, God.
I know, you're like, oh, I've got those monk stances. And I'm like, why are these just now coming into play?
And sometimes I would even forget to use the stamina. Like, I'm all like, because they have just so many little things. I have that, what is it called? The
D8. Oh, yeah.
It's called the, I know what it's. I got second wind. And then I get this, what's called dice? Tactical die. Yeah, so the tactical die, I forget about that. I take about the maneuvers. I have the, like I said.
Yeah, you should have been able to probably wipe me out a little bit sooner.
Yeah, I think you might be right on that a little bit. But yeah.
So anyway, you have successfully taken care of this creature that has been plaguing this poor town for weeks now.
Yeah.
You go ahead and you remove its head and along with the dragonfly head because why not, right?
Yeah.
And limp your way back up the path towards the tavern, thinking only about that delicious meat that you know.
I pop the head on the table thing and I say, the kitchen isn't closed yet, right? Can I get something?
Oh, you messed up. He said the real boss move was to make a deal with the creature. It gets to keep its territory, gets to eat all the monster corpses from the battles, but leaves the PC's territory alone. He's not that
I'm,
diplomatic.
I'm not diplomatic. I wouldn't have played. I always play things to the death. I'm like, okay, we're gonna fight to the death. Let's
Yeah.
go. I'm either gonna run or fight to the death.
Yep.
I never roll. I have players that always roll for like, oh, I'm gonna try to persuade, and I'm like,
Yeah, and then they usually roll really
all
well, and you're
right,
like,
go
oh
ahead.
man.
Okay, he's your friend now. Congratulations. Yeah,
So yeah, you make it back to the tavern.
awesome.
They're like, oh my goodness, what is that? Oh, thank you so
Yeah,
much,
I
thank you
could.
so much. And they shower you with gifts of food and gold, and they
Hmm.
get you a room in the tavern. The local healer comes and attends to your wounds. You eat more roasted meat and ale than what you can remember have eaten in a long time. And
I find my rest on the
yep.
tavern table.
Oh no, they put you in
I
their
don't make it.
finest suite. You wake up and you are in a fluffy down pillowed bed and just
Yeah.
yes, in the lap of luxury.
Okay.
Out of the gratitude of these townspeople. And oh, by the way, we've been having this other problem.
Give me a week. Let me read my abilities for a day or so, and then I'll come back at it.
Go train in the local gym.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. Congratulations, you survived by the skin of your teeth and those special abilities.
Yay.
But yes, you.
Yeah, I'm more inclined for food. I'm not like a Quando is not a somewhat of a I should say a bad character, but he's like he does the right thing somewhat for food. He doesn't care. Yeah.
He's highly food motivated. He wants his treats.
He's like Winnie the Pooh.
For our son.
Yeah.
You want me to do what for ice cream? Okay.
Yeah. All right then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure, watchers, viewers, check us out on the Paranoia episode that's going to be happening this Saturday. It's going to be, like I said, a lot of fun. Thanks for joining us, Kant. We appreciate you being here.
Yes.
Alista, we also, Elisa?
Yeah.
I don't know why she's our friend.
Alista.
Thank you.
Alista. I don't know.
Thanks for joining us. Yeah.
Yeah. Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then join us and then we return back into the Underdark with Zira next week.
Are we?
Possibly.
Or do I get to hit you with more monsters?
You want to just hit me with monsters, don't you?
No.
Now that you've gotten the taste of it and stuff.
No, I didn't know if you wanted to do anything with Toggle's character, if you wanted...
I'd have to run another Quando, because I like barely have scratched the surface to all of his abilities.
So let's play another Quando week.
I'll give you a Quando.
Yeah, because honestly, we're kind of at a little bit of a pause point in our Underdark series. So play it how we want to play it.
Yep.
Whatever you want to do. But yeah, well, so Saturday
is a Paranoia game.
Yes,
go to the links and stuff. Contribute to RPGs versus AD. Any amount, like 99 cents, a penny, $1, $50.
Yeah.
If you contribute $20, the first 5. If you contribute, the first 5 people who contribute, they will gain a shirt. Get a shirt. I make. This is a Toggle shirt, or one of our players. It has our name on it and everything, so you get one sent to you.
Yep. First 5 at 20 more, or
first 5, or if anybody puts in $100, they'll get a shirt automatically.
And then you also get to influence the game.
You get to influence the game.
You get to screw with the players.
So, contribution of any amount causes one of their mutant powers to go off. $20 or more introduces a enemy target for them to have to face off against, and $100 is a total party. They're gonna get all wiped out. Okay, so I'm gonna try to have fun with it. I'm gonna try to do it like one by one, and have fun. But they obviously have clones and everything, so they come back. But yeah, I'm gonna.
And suddenly a giant Tyrannosaurus Rex comes busting in and eats everybody.
Pretty much, yep.
You all need new clones. Yeah, no, it should be a lot of fun. We've really been anticipating this gameplay for a while, and we're super excited. So, yeah, 1 o'clock Mountain Standard Time on Saturday. We'll be doing that live. Oh yeah, And then we'll be back next Wednesday for another one of these, and then
Yep, for another one of these. Hopefully, I'll have my. I'll be more ready. Be more ready to fight. Cool. Thank you for that. Thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we look forward to next time. Have a good one.
Have a good night.
Have a good one. There it is. Let's see. Powering down.